Hi, I'm Kila.
And I'm Ashley.
And we met on TikTok when our stories collided.
After we discussed our crazy, people wanted to tell us they're crazy.
So join us as we unpack a whole lot of crazy.
And we named this podcast after the one thing we definitely have in common, raising our mamas.
So welcome to Raising Barbara Jean and Wanda.
Welcome back.
Oh my God, we were both doing that.
Yes.
Welcome back again and again.
And again.
And again.
Twin flames is what we are. And we're back. We're going to give y'all a recap today because this season is going to be pretty awesome. We have people on here.
Yeah.
We have guests because that's how.
Like two.
It's
Three.
still guests.
It's plural.
It's still plural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're awesome guests.
And by the time y'all hear this, it will have more guests.
It'll be next year.
Right.
Stop.
It'll be next year,
Stop.
2025, and we're probably have interviewed, the Pope by then.
Right. Yes. That is true. But we've been launching this for 4 months, but we're going to.
But it's coming out June 27th.
Today.
Thursday.
Yep. But that's going to be today when they hear it.
Oh, okay.
So, happy day today.
So we're recapping
Yes.
our whole year.
Yes.
And we're having to look at our phones to see what we did because we can't remember.
We have Alzheimer's, dementia,
Just a tad.
just a touch of it.
Yeah.
And a touch of the tism, but whatever.
And the ADHD.
Anyways, this season should be entertaining.
We're always entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we have other people. So it's not just us gabbing,
Yeah.
which is entertaining enough, but,
Yeah.
we get to hear other people's crazy stories, and that's fun. So,
We've got new intros and new outros,
a new,
warning labels.
yes, trigger warnings.
We're going to have warnings.
Yes. We're trying to get legit so we can get sponsors so we can keep this thing up.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes.
So, Kila, what have you been doing?
I don't even know. I'm older than you. What
I
have you
know.
been doing?
Oh,
I should have
raising
time to look.
babies.
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
How's that going?
Great. We get to adopt.
Yay.
Yay. So in a few weeks, I'll be able to, there'll be no holds barred. No.
Is that a yay or a nay?
No, that was a yay. I'm
I know
excited.
it's a yay that you're adopting, but you're kind of starting over with.
Oh,
after you
no.
have grown kids.
I'm going to tell the raw, ugly truth. of
Yeah.
this.
So is
I'm
it
not,
yay or nay? Like, I don't know that I would be.
It's
yay.
a yay.
I would be like, yay.
Yeah, both. Yeah, it's both. Like parts of it is like, fuck.
Yeah. Be
But
like,
then parts of it are like, oh my God, this is so great.
I know, because it has to be cute
Yeah, it's so cute.
until you want a babysitter.
Right. And
Yeah.
there is none.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah. And your kids don't even live at home, so you can't make them babysit.
Well, my daughter does, and she does. That's
Oh,
who's got
okay,
them right
good.
now. Mm-hmm.
But what happens when she moves?
That's why I told my husband, I was like, you will do whatever she wants. You make her the happiest person on earth.
I can't even get nobody to watch my dogs.
Yes,
How you get somebody to
because
watch
if
kids?
she leaves, I am screwed.
Right.
And he's like, oh, yeah, that's, and I'm like, yeah, no. I don't think you understand the gravity of this.
Yes.
If she leaves, I'm screwed.
Like, we want her home forever.
Ever. So if she wants the master bedroom, bitch, we will sleep downstairs. I'll sleep on the Chase Lounge and you're sleeping on the couch.
If she wants a new house.
You're building it behind it. I mean, we got a quarter of an acre. We'll make it work. We're tearing down the deck.
Aniston, take advantage of this.
This is documented.
Yeah. Thank God she don't listen to the podcast, but yes. I told him one night we were a little bit tipsy and we were shooting the shit with some friends, and I was like, I was talking to somebody today, and he was talking about his daughter living with them and how much of a big help she is. And oh my God, it scared the shit out of me because she's like looking at apartments on apartments.com. Like, I mean, it's like $9,000 or something a month right now. Thank God. Thank God it's not affordable. That's the only down. And I was like, Hagen, if she moves, I'm screwed, because he goes to Krav Maga, which is a martial arts thing, like 5 nights a week.
Oh, see, he might have to take it down to 2 if she moves.
Yeah. Well, he's like, well, I've already paid for it. I don't really, today he's like, so now he's taking 2 classes because he's went up a belt color level or whatever the hell they are.
Oh,
you know,
yeah, I don't know anything about
I don't
that.
either. And I'm like, so now he's doing like 2 classes every night. I'm like, yeah, that's going to have to halt because that's selfish. And he's
Yeah.
like, what? I already paid for it. I'm like, no. It's selfish.
But he might take the kids with him, and they could earn their black belt, because
Oh,
that's
no.
really good. That's really good for kids.
Yeah.
Mine did.
Yeah, their classes are at 4:30, and he doesn't get home till 5:30.
Oh, see, mine did karate when they were little.
Oh yeah, we will as soon as
Yeah.
the time schedules work out, their asses is going. Oh yeah,
because
I'm going to be sitting at
because
home.
that's some discipline, and they have to like.
Oh yeah, As soon as they're old enough to go.
In karate, I don't know about. Does
It's
he
the
have a
same thing.
sensei?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
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 Yeah. See, and Hagen honestly could be the sensei because he's already been black belt in Aikido, or like Aikido Jiu-Jitsu. So this is like starting over with a different thing, which is cool and it's great for him and it's really good for him. It's good for us because he's kind of a micromanager and so he gets out of the house, but at the same time,
favorite picture of Cole is like him in his little karate suit when he was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's the cutest picture ever.
Yeah.
Little blonde hair.
yeah, as soon as the time frames can work out where Bub can take it, he's going to be in it. Yeah, for sure. I think it's very good for kids.
Yeah.
However, I'm like a single mom most of the time, except for when I do the podcast. He actually likes for me to do the podcast, so that's good. He will not go to class just so I can do the podcast.
Oh, you go, Hagen.
Yes, he's very supportive of the podcast.
I know. I love that about him.
So there's that, but
We need to have him on as a guest.
yes,
We should have the husbands on one night.
It'll
No,
be legendary.
no.
Brian
Why?
was so funny.
I've said this before, but Hagen is
Brian
like the equivalent of the lady at the Baptist church that pulls all the meals together and
I bet he's funnier than you think he is. He's
No, he's
married to
funny.
you.
Oh, no,
he
no.
has to be able to keep up with you.
oh, he does. That's the thing. Everybody's like, "You're so lucky, Ashley. You're so lucky." I'm
Don't
like,
you get
"I'm a-
tired of
I'm a
people saying
gem."
that shit?
I'm like, he's also lucky. Like,
Right.
No, everybody is like, "You're so lucky, Ashley."
As
Look
if
at-
they're putting up with us.
Yes, because anytime we go to so we went to a church function, my son's grandfather's church, which has 8 members, okay? And the women do not allow anybody to go back there in their little section. I know this because I've been in that family for forever. Oh, who's back there with a hairnet on and gloves? But Hagen, and he's like mopping the floors. And I'm like, first of all, I didn't even know we were allowed to go back there. And they're like, he's the best thing. And I'm like, I didn't even know we were allowed to go back there, or I would have went back there. But they were like, he just came in and just did whatever we needed. And I'm like, really, Hagen? I've been part of this
You're
family
like-
for 20 years.
You're over there going,
exactly.
hey, babe, you got something right there.
Because I'm doing what I do. I'm sitting at the table shooting the shit with everybody, with all the men. Because in our marriage, I'm the man. I'm definitely the man, and he's the woman. And I'm like,
Do you volunteer him for everything?
no, well, when we go places, he volunteers himself. And
See,
like I said, I'm
like,
always
trying to do it. He's like, quit volunteering.
no, when we go, like we had my brother-in-law passed away 2019. We have a memorial at this place, and of course I'm sitting down talking to everybody. Look up and who's serving food, but Hagen and all the women, and I'm like, and everybody's like, he's the best thing, and I'm like, should I do that? Like I don't think
No.
about that. Like he's just always the one that's doing stuff, and I'm like. And he's like, and then he comes back and he goes, "You got to get Laura's baked bean recipe. It was really good." And I'm like, he's such the woman and I'm such the man, because I'm like, I didn't even get baked beans. I only ate the stuff that came from Walmart or our house because I'm scared of stuff. But he's such a.
Oh, it's so funny.
Today, as I was telling Trent earlier, I took a 4-hour nap, obviously, because there was nobody home. And Trent said, we can't record until 6:15. And I'm like, oh, good. That will give me time to go clean up the kitchen and make it look like I've done something. So I'm like cleaning the kitchen, and my husband comes through the camera, scares the shit out of me because I'm super spooked at everything. And he's like, why aren't you answering your phone? And then he goes, I know you're just doing that to make it look like you've done something. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. And I loaded the dishwasher, which in every household, there's one person that loads it correctly, and then there's one that, I don't give a flying shit. I will put the kid's car seat in the dishwasher. I don't care. And Hagen's like, how many times do I have to tell you not to put this? And I'm like, I will literally run that sumbitch 72 times until everything gets, I don't care. Like, he loses sleep over it and I don't. Like, but he's such the woman and I'm such the man.
I don't have any of that.
You don't?
No.
Do you have, who loads the dishwasher correctly in your house?
I don't even know if my husband knows where. the
Okay,
dishwasher
and
is.
that also comes up. That
Yeah.
for 4 years.
He does do laundry, which means he puts it in the washer, the dryer, and then he doesn't go anywhere.
Oh.
And he'll put it on the bed, like in a ball. And I'm like, leave my laundry
Oh my
alone.
God. We just had the laundry. We've been together for 14 years, okay?
Oh.
So Hagen so I taught him how to do laundry, okay? Because when I met him, he threw everything in one load. And I was like, well, okay, we don't do that because your white
Right.
socks are going to be blue from your blue jeans. And so I taught him, like, this is how my mom did it. My mom was very particular about her laundry. So now he's took over the laundry. So he says, he tells everybody, like, I do all the laundry. However, every time the dryer stops, he's like, hey, if you could get the dryer, then then I'll do whatever. And I'm like, okay. And so I do it for 14 years. The other day I said, no, here's the thing. Anybody can put the shit in the washer and then transfer it over to the dryer. You've got me over there. There's 9,000 pieces of clothing, which is little people clothing, which takes forever. I was like, me and Anderson are now on to your tricks that you're like, hey, if you can grab the dryer, that would help me out a whole lot. Like, yeah, we're over there folding the dryer and putting it away because he don't do either one, apparently.
Right.
So, yeah, for 14 years, he's been telling everybody, like, yeah, I do the laundry. And I'm like,
well, we talked about this. Well, my husband and I talked about this.
yeah.
Mamas, teach your men or your boys how to fold laundry. Like what? My husband will hang something on a hanger. Like, a hanger.
Well, I will say.
And his are like this. Like, it sticks out like right here.
And he didn't straighten it up.
No, and he's like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah. You're like, well, okay, first of all, it's going to have a crease right down the middle.
I'm like, motherfucker, are you blind?
I will say this. When Jaden and his girlfriend moved in together, he called me and he was like, Mom, tell her how to fold towels. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, tell her that we triple roll it. We don't just, half. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, so I did do good on that.
Good, because you're like the only mom.
And I do my underwear, like everybody's underwear, like 1 and 2, and then fold it. And he said the same thing. He's like, tell her you don't just fold it twice. It's 3 times. And I was like, so I did teach my kids that, yes. But Hagen has me and Aniston
That was like my big chore as a kid, too.
Was laundry?
Really?
So you're good.
Yes.
Yes.
Mama, you did
I'm actually
good.
not, though. Like, nowadays, I just...
Yeah.
Now it's like...
Dump it all together.
Yep. It'll...
Like, Brian would be okay.
Especially if my socks and underwear, that just goes in a chair. It's bad.
Right.
But my other stuff, I like hanging everything up.
Right.
My husband would be okay if I took off his laundry and just threw it in his closet floor.
Yep.
Well, now Hagen is now particular about his laundry, and he's like, because I do not throw things in a basket. That's the one thing. Now, you can't eat off my floors or whatever, but my clothes get folded as soon as they come out of the dryer.
Yes.
Which is why they don't come out of the dryer until I'm ready to fold them.
Sometimes I might have to wash it again, too.
Oh, yeah. I would, too, if it wasn't for Hagen.
Happens.
So, we could probably save a lot of money.
Yeah.
On the shit that.
And that's why I let Hagen do the laundry, because he has a system that he does. But little did I know, he's got his little puppet in here. He's like, I'll do the towels and the, the big, like the sheets. And then she'll never know that I actually have her folding all of the other laundry. Because I'm over there thinking like, well, he does wash the, anybody can do that. Right.
Yeah.
That's the easy part.
I know. Cole just bought a house. And I'm like, I probably need to come over and teach him how to do shit.
Yeah. Did you make your kids do chores?
I tried. Well, yeah, they had stuff to do, but did they do it my way? Probably not. Because then I did stuff my way.
Oh, okay.
And so if you didn't do it Kila's way, then it's really not considered.
You're my husband, and I'm the man who don't care at all. And I'm like...
Now, if my husband, something happens to him, I don't know anything. I don't know how to start a lawnmower. I don't know how the pool gets made.
Oh, you're right. I'm screwed. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm definitely screwed. I know how to mow the yard. I just don't want to pick up the poop from the dog.
Just mow it over.
Well, that's what I said. Why can't we just mow over it? And he's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'll just mow over it.
I don't even know. You probably have I don't have a new lawnmower. We've got a John Deere from like 1922.
We have a push mower.
It don't even have ours don't even have a.
Like a deck over it? Just the blades like exposed?
Well, no, we have the deck, but like the motor's out. There's not a cover over the motor. And I think he puts a
bungee cord?
No.
To keep the seat down?
Like a seat from the outside chairs is what he sits on.
Yes.
That's so funny.
But it's a John Deere, and it still works, so why we get a new one?
Right. I mean, we have a push mower. Hagen won't buy no, we're going to push.
And so I don't know if it has a key. I don't know how you start the thing.
You don't know where you would find that? Or
No. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what goes in the pool to make it run or work. Or I know how to empty the skimmer, and that's about it.
Yeah. So Hagen sent me to the pool store the other day. Well, I did make it to the right pool store.
Oh.
And then, because supposedly our pool's crystal clear. Crystal clear, okay? But when I get back from Florida, he's like, oh, the stabilizer's so far off that, like, we're not even allowed to swim in it. I'm like, oh, that's weird because it's, like, clear as hell. Like, okay, cool, whatever. I believe whatever he tells me because he knows that because I'm dumb as hell and I don't look into shit because if I don't care about it, I don't care about it. So he sends me to the pool store with perfectly clear sample of pool water. And the guy's like, ooh, stabilizer's off the charts. And I'm like,
What does that even mean?
I don't even have no fucking clue. And I'm like, we didn't even put stabilizer in it. Like the earth is stabilizing the shit itself. So he runs it again.
Is yours salt water or chlorine?
Chlorine.
Ours is too.
So he says it's like 100 and it has to be like below 15 or something. Then he runs it again. He goes, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. It's 5. So what we're going to do, and I'm like, whoa, we're just going to run over the fact that my shit just dropped 95 points. Like, So he's like, but your phosphates are way off and your alkalinity, blah, blah, blah. And so I call Hagen and I'm like, he said something about phosphates and alkalinity. Do we have either of these
Did you
things?
say, sir, does any of this turn your hair color? Because that would be my only...
No, Hagen's like, no, just do whatever he tells you, like whatever. So
Okay.
I buy the phosphate remover and the alkalinity, and he's like, you pour this whole bag in there, and then you're going to pour this whole bottle in there, and then they're going to have this stabilizer. So I don't know. So I do all this. Turns my shit cloudy as hell. And I'm like, first of all, when
It looked just fine.
it was great. It's great. So then Hagen's like, then it fucks our pump up, which we just bought a month ago, which you know is like $1,000. Those are not
Yeah.
cheap. They're like $1,200. So then our pump starts running like super slow, and then we have to take the filter out and clean the filter. And I'm like, Hagen's like, what did you do? I'm like, exactly what the guy told me to do, which I thought we shouldn't do anything because it looks great.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. So now our freaking filter and pump is like not running right. And then they call the pool and they're like, yeah, we have no idea why it would do that. And I'm like, what?
They just want to sell more chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told Hagen, I said, if the damn thing is clear, we ain't taking the shit.
And chlorine's expensive right now.
Yes.
Hey, they do have chlorine on TikTok though. TikTok
Oh.
store. I just seen that
Oh,
last night,
I'll have
and
to
I'm
look
like,
into that.
I know.
But I told him, I was like, no, it's like the freaking, like I've told y'all before, like the air conditioning people that come every 6 months and they're like, you need a new QR412.
Why do they come
every 6 months to service your, or maintenance your.
They do that? You do that?
Yes. Apparently
Oh.
that's what white people do. I
Ours
didn't-
only got service whenever it goes out.
Exactly. Because every time they're like, your QR14 is out. And I'm like, bitch, it's blowing cold. And Hagen's like, write him a check. I'm like, no. So this is the same thing. It's the same concept.
We got friends that are like HVAC people, and they've never told us to have our
Serviced.
looked at every 6 months.
Do you, Trent, or do you know about that?
Not really, no.
Well,
Do
Hagen
you have
was a
anybody
sucker.
come out and service you?
I don't have a pool.
No,
No,
your HVAC.
Your HVAC.
Oh, no, I rent, so.
does your landlord have anybody come out?
No.
We change our filters and stuff.
Your
It runs like it's a champ.
That's exactly how I lived
but
before.
nobody comes out and services your air conditioner unit though, and says, "Hey, your
She's cheap
QR
as hell. No.
But did do your parents?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
every 6 months."
Something like that. I
Yeah.
do know most of the people that I know have like a HVAC plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we should call my husband right now and put him on speaker and say, "Hey, are we
I'll
supposed
do
to
it.
have?"
Ask him who the
Do
HVAC
it.
guy is. Ask him who services.
We know
his,
who ours are because we went to high school with them. But we've
Just
got
ask him
two
who
friends.
services his unit.
You have his phone. I
I
am.
do. I got it.
You got it. Call
Don't
him.
say anything, Kila. Let's just see what he says when you
He
said
might
who
be like,
services
"Who
your
is this?"
unit. I'm
Your
looking for.
HVAC unit. He'll say Barry Dean because that's our guy.
Say, does he come every
Barry
6
Dean.
months or
You
how?
want me to call Brian for real?
Yeah, like he'll say, "We never service ours.
That's how I would be.
Oh, that's so
Never, not one time."
Hang on 1 second.
And ours never, like, it's gone out. We got a new air conditioner 2 years ago.
hmm
And then the other one we had forever.
That's hilarious.
Ours was 30.
Are you sure you got his number?
Yeah,
Okay.
Ours was 30 something years old.
Brian's my guy. Sorry, I'm trying. Oh, there we go.
You're good.
All right, keep going.
So the pool
What else
guy.
do you have service? We have the bug man comes. Only
Yep.
person we
Here
have
go.
come.
Hey, shh.
He's probably gonna be like, "Who the hell is this?"
He better have my number saved.
He may not. He don't know how to. He probably don't know how to do that, Trent.
That's funny.
He might be taking a nap.
He was at his mama's watering the tomatoes.
Oh yeah, Hagen pays for not just the bug guy, but termite. It's like
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Your call
The
has
per-
been forwarded.
Asian.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll
He
keep you posted.
Yeah. Keep
he
us
don't
posted.
have. Look, I'm calling him because he don't have Trent's number saved because he probably don't even know.
You're not going to be connected to Bluetooth.
And you're gonna screw it all
Oh,
up.
here, you want me to throw my phone to you?
Sure. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, that was a good throw.
I played softball. I'm good
I
at that.
play softball.
Softball.
Now I got to disconnect. Y'all keep going.
So, anyways,
we
it's the same concept that they just sell you shit, and he's like, no.
And I don't even like our bug people. Like, I want Mosquito Joe back because I just need the mosquitoes taken care of.
Well, our mosquito thing is not working, and we pay for him every month, which he's really nice because the guy beside us
I got a mosquito bite on my
hasn't
arm
opened
today.
his pool in like 12 years, so it's just a freaking cesspool over there with mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So he gives us these little tablets to throw into that guy's pool to kill all the larvae. But Hagen's dumbass.
Do you ask him?
Well, we did, and he was like, "No, I'll take care of it," and he didn't. So we do it.
But do you ask him before you throw it in?
No, but Hagen, no, listen, half of them ends up in his backyard because Hagen hits the tree and it don't end up in the temple. And then I told Hagen, I was like, climb your ass over the fence and go. He's like, I can't get in there. That dog's. And I was like, well, he's going to see these tablet things in over his backyard.
Or his dog will eat them?
No, he actually, the guy works for the railroad, so he's not home every day. And apparently he don't have a dog anymore. I didn't know that.
You want me to call Brian?
Yeah, call Brian. Call Brian. He's going to.
Do you want me to?
Yeah.
You want me to answer it?
I mean, it doesn't
Just
matter.
ask him.
Hello.
Brian,
Yes.
what up?
What up?
You're on our podcast right now.
We were wondering who services your HVAC unit.
It's not a joke.
Who services your HVAC unit?
Hellfire. I don't know.
Do we have our HVAC unit serviced every 6 months?
Well, hell no.
Ashley pays somebody to come service their unit every 6 months.
Not Ashley, Brian. Hagen does. I think it's fine.
Couldn't say. I mean, you probably would pay somebody to come service your unit every 6 months.
Right?
What are we servicing?
My unit.
Oh. I'm going to say, hell, is there somebody to service?
Yeah. Ashley's talking about all the things they spend money on. I'm like, we ain't never had our unit serviced. We have it
No,
replaced when they come out.
Yeah. We fix parts when they break.
Yeah, for a case of beer, we don't even.
It's right. I mean, that's how I live, so I'm with you.
Yeah, we're just talking
Barry
about.
fixes-
Huh? What do
Barry
we?
fixes-
Yeah, I know. I said what I said, Barry or Jason. What do we have done?
Do you pay for any other services at your house?
Yeah, I pay for podcasts.
Think about it.
My favorite podcast.
He's like, I pay for
Think
cable.
about this. You're on air. Be nice. Don't make me come home and cut you.
what?
Look, Kila, the whole podcast audience would be proud of you if you serviced him and he bought you something. So don't be ashamed of that.
Don't get no ideas.
Well, don't
Neither
you want a
one
new
of those,
purse or
man.
something?
Do what? Are you going to meet us for dinner later?
No, I had Subway.
Oh, okay.
Well, we love you and miss you.
Tired. Y'all come play with me for a day at work, and y'all see if y'all want to go out there.
That's
No,
fair. That's
He
fair.
works out in the heat.
no. We commend you for that.
You're the man, Brian.
We love
You
you.
think so?
Get you an HVAC
Yep.
service man.
Think that I should
They've
George,
never,
oh, yeah.
like Barry's never said that, or Jason, just in talking, hanging out, that people need to get their shit serviced every 6 months.
I don't know. I didn't know people done it either.
Busy Bee.
Do what?
Let's use Busy Bee. They do that.
Oh.
Service shit.
Now we know.
That's rich people problems.
That's right.
Okay.
Thank you,
All
Brian.
right.
Have a great day.
Love you.
Well, so more help, but I mean,
No, you're
I can go
good.
down-
I told you come up here with us tonight, so don't be trying to keep us on the phone.
I can go down the list of things that I pay for. But
Oh, shut the hell up. Does your husband do this?
Oh, yeah.
All right. I don't even have my phone over here, so I can't just abort.
Okay. Love you, me and Brian.
Love ya.
Love ya.
Bye. Peace.
No, that makes total sense because that's exactly what I thought. Like, who gets that serviced?
Yeah.
And Hagen, like, writes him a check.
I mean, we barely go over there and, like, get the weeds from around it. Like, I pulled weeds in our yard a few months ago to do so we could put down mulch.
Yeah.
And Brian was like, oh, his truck's getting painted for like 25 years now.
Yeah.
It's been like 4 months. And so we don't have a truck.
Yeah.
So he's like, I can't get the mulch. And I'm like, it's at $2 a bag at Home Depot or whatever.
Right.
When they have their $2 day. And he was
Right.
like, I don't want to do that. I want to have a
Oh.
yard of mulch. brought over. So now the weeds have grown up, and I'm like, I ain't pulling it.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn
Yeah.
if you ever put anything
Hagen's
down.
a yard guy. That's our one common interest is we like to be in the yard. And
Why?
We love it. I love for my house to be pretty.
Well,
I like when you drive by people's house and like, oh, they take a lot of pride in their house.
oh no, we don't do that.
I've always wanted a house where
I only got, and I thought that too, but I don't care about the outside.
Oh, you don't? I care a lot about that outside.
No, I mean, like it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, it has weeds.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fine.
No,
Yeah.
I don't ever.
I care a lot about the outside more than I care about the inside.
And I did it a couple months ago where it wasn't hot because I knew I didn't want to do it in the hot. And then he's just let it grow back. So now he can either pull them or it'll get done next year.
That's right. And I'm with you.
I even told him I was going to buy flowers from Shein to put outside, like fake flowers, because I don't even want to plant.
Well, hey,
nothing
those
real.
good ones are good, though.
I know, right?
Those really good ones. I was going to do that just so I don't have to keep, because Hagen will keep my annuals alive, like inside. We literally look like we're growing pot. We're not. We're growing, what's it, chlamydia or chlamydicided, whatever.
It's not chlamydia.
Don't grow chlamydia.
Oh my God.
Whatever they're called. What are they called?
Clementine?
No.
Those are oranges.
I mean,
Whatever. People will know. They're
posy.
screaming it at their car right now, like,
Cicadas.
what?
Oh, no.
Chlamydia? I've never heard of a flower.
that's the only thing I can think of. It's called.
Well, you.
I'm gonna say flower that sounds like chlamydia.
Google search.
Flower. It's like. It didn't. I didn't even have to push it in. Clematis.
But what is it?
Oh, it's like a trailing purple vine. They're so pretty.
Hit images.
I will.
Trailing purple vine. Does it need sunlight or no?
Yeah. Well, and I lied because we don't actually bring that one in. It's in a thing outside. But
You put me on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
let's see. Where that sounds like chlamydia. This one. That's what it looks like.
Oh, that is pretty.
Well, that's actually not one that we take in. That was just the only name I could think of at the time. But anyways, he does keep all my plants alive because he's a plant person. But
I've got one plant in my house, and it looks like little. It's green, and it's like little hard bubbles.
yes,
I
is
don't-
it a succulent? It's probably fake. It's probably one of
no,
those
it's
that you
real.
water for 7. You ever seen those people?
It's real because Emily, my daughter, she loves flowers. She does them, but it like you only water it when the little like grape things get soft.
Oh,
And then you put it in water, but they're like little bitty. It's like the size of a BB, little BB green.
I bet it's like a succulent.
I don't know
if
what
you don't
it
water
is.
it much.
No, I don't do it. But
I think Hagen has
I've kept it alive.
62 or 72 houseplants.
Dang,
Oh.
that's amazing.
Not kidding.
That's
No,
awesome.
I have one
Yeah.
in my kitchen. One.
I can't even tell you how many we have outside, which I love. I love the houseplants. It's just we don't have a lot of room for them. But yeah, I want to say he has, I counted them. It's either 62 or 72 houseplants.
Like sometimes when we go to dinner with or brunch with Emily, like she steals plants if she likes it and like wraps it in water and puts it in her purse.
Yeah, that would be my mom or Hagen.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
Hagen's real big on plants, which is fine if we have the room for it. But when we don't have room for it, it gets on my nerves.
Yeah,
But anyways,
I don't do flowers.
my mom and my dad did. Well, that's funny that my mom and my dad both like houseplants.
I think mine might have grew marijuana there for a while.
Oh, mine did too, for
real.
sure. I didn't even know she had a master bathroom until we moved out, and I was like, "What the hell's this room?"
I just know it was dark and
Oh, had those lights, those
Yes.
growing lights. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. I always thought that was the lights that you kept your animals warm with, but
Let's get
Well-
let's get back to the recap.
I think they
we are recapping.
yeah. So Aniston my birthday was June 13th. Aniston got me Grand Ole Opry tickets. Have you been to the Opry?
I have.
Okay, so you know that like it's like 8 artists and they do like 3 songs a piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
kind of a waste. I mean,
Yeah.
I love Nashville, and
It's good for the tourists that they get to, a big ensemble of people, but like for us, they're like, I want to just see the headliner.
yeah,
And
I've
like,
only been once though, and my sister brought tickets for Carrie Underwood, and we got there, and I was like, "That's it," like, and it's over by 9:00.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's
She didn't
expensive
know.
and kind of not.
Yeah. She didn't know, and she got Ashley McBride's going to be there, and I love Ashley McBride. Like, she's my girl. And so Aniston bought, she's like, I got you a concert at the Grand Ole Opry. And I was like, oh, I don't have the heart to tell her that, like, the Opry does, like, 3 to 4 songs, whatever. Anyways, we get there, and the first band is Riders in the Sky. If you could look that up, Trent, and play a little clip of something that they... She goes,
Riders in the Sky. I mean, is that a...
They've been part of the Opry for 43 years.
Okay.
A part of the Opry. They are the ones that did Friend and Me on Toy Story. That song.
You got a friend.
They're super duper old.
Yeah.
But
did they do the Toy Story version?
They actually did like a half of they also did the A&D theme song for Toy Story.
Oh, I don't know that one that good.
Did you find them, Trent?
Oh no, sorry.
Riders in the Sky. Did they sing that song?
No,
okay.
They don't actually sing that song. They're a Texas cowboy band, but they're like 85, and Anson's like, I might have bought the wrong tickets. And I'm like, no, this is how it works. She's like,
what's happening?
They're yodeling, and I was like, no, just everybody sings like 3 or 4 songs, and that's it. But it was super cute. And
who else was there though?
Clay Walker.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
super excited about that.
What songs did he sing?
Oh, he actually sang Miami, Miami by Keith Whitley.
Yeah.
Oh, he did so good. He did so good. But that was super fun. And Anston was like, I thought it was just an Ashley McBride concert. I was like, sorry. I should have. I mean, I didn't know that she was buying me the tickets, but now she knows that. I said, it's a cool experience, and it was fun.
You buy a T-shirt.
Yeah, but it's a lot of older people there. Like, I think because it's from 7 to 9. Yeah,
when we went, we seen 2 songs of Carrie Underwood, and the only other person that I know was Lauren Elena.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley
McBride did 4 songs.
Oh, that's nice.
Clay Walker did 3 songs. And then Riders in the Sky, or whatever their names was, they did like 3 songs. And then there was another one.
We had a comedian, too, that came out.
Yeah, we did too. Ray Stevens.
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
No.
You don't remember Ray Stevens? My nanny loved him in the 90s. I didn't know he was still alive because he was like older than my nanny when my nanny was alive.
Oh.
And he came out, and that was pretty nostalgic for me, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, she was like, might have got the wrong tickets, Mom. Okay, well, first of all, that was on a Wednesday. Monday, okay, so backstory, Sissy, the little one that I have, who's 3, Thursday was my birthday, came home, had to do adoption classes for my...
We were coming to your party.
Yes, I was going to have a party. So Thursday is my birthday, and I get home, and Hagen's like, she has a fever of 102.5, and she threw up. And I was like, okay, she probably has like a stomach virus, whatever. So Friday morning, I wake up, and I'm just going to take her to work with me, and she's broke out in a rash, which looks like scarlet fever, and I know that because Aniston's had it before. So I make her an appointment with the pediatrician, and I'm like, need to get her seen. So they see her, and she's like, yep, probably scarlet fever. She's probably had strep, even though her test come back negative. You know, here's some antibiotics, whatever. Saturday is supposed to be my birthday party, but Friday night, I go, she starts crying, saying her legs are hurting.
Oh.
So I don't really believe her, and let me tell y'all why. It's not because I don't believe kids, but 3 times this child is, they call it nurses something. It's kind of like where a nerve or something like crosses over and it like hurts, but once you like jerk it out, it's fine. It's kind of like a funny bone kind of thing. 3 times this child is screamed in excruciating pain, and I've took her to ERs and bone and joint clinics, and they're like, there's absolutely nothing wrong. And then she walks out and's like, hey, Mom, you know, with the same arm that I've had in a cast for 2 days. So when she said she's dramatic, so when she said her legs were hurting, whatever. So my husband can't sleep if she's crying. I can sleep through stuff, but he can't. So I was like, we'll go get in Aniston's bed. And so we did. When I tell you that if I rolled over, this child screamed, blood-curdling scream, like the mattress moving was hurting her. So I was thinking it was probably like body aches, like she has strep.
Growing pain
yeah,
or something. Yeah.
I was like, she's either got cramps or growing pains, or she's got body aches because she has strep or whatever. So all night, I gave her some Tylenol, and she went to sleep, and then she would wake right back up. Anyways, we didn't get to go to sleep till like 5:30 Saturday morning, and then Bub did let me sleep till like 10 because my husband went to Krav Maga. But anyways, so I get up, and I'm like getting the house ready for the birthday party, and then she gets up about 11:30, and she won't walk. And when I go to get her, because I'm like, I'll just carry her, because she likes to be carried. She's a Velcro kid, very much so. So I'm like, I'll just carry her downstairs. When I go to get her, she's screaming, no, Mommy, no, Mommy, no. And I'm like, you're okay. And so I get her, put her on the couch, and this is like 11:30, and then I'm like threatening her, like, I'm going to get in the pool. Like, I just know she's going to jump up and run because she loves getting in the pool, whatever, because I think she's faking. And she's like, yep, can't move. And I'm like, whatever. So anyways, 4 o'clock comes and I'm like, okay, she hasn't freaking moved. So something's wrong with her. So Hagen comes home and I'm like, I think we're gonna have to take her to the doctor. And there's no clinics open right now. And so we're gonna have to cancel the birthday party. That's when I texted everybody and was like, sorry, but something's not right. And maybe she just needs a shot. I don't know. Anyways, so we go to the ER. ER says her inflammation markers are elevated and so are white blood cell. So 3 o'clock in the morning, we get transported by ambulance to Vanderbilt, which I'm still not thinking like it's anything. I just think that, you know, the hospital that I took her to is not a pediatric hospital, so that's probably why they're sending us to whatever. Anyways, well, first of all, when the ambulance people got there, the nurse was out there, and I heard them in the hallway, and I heard her say ALS, and I'm like, the fuck? That's Lou Gehrig's disease, and I know, and I'm like, ain't nobody said nothing to me about no ALS. So we get in the ambulance, and I'm like, so why were y'all talking about ALS? And she was like, huh? And I was like, I know that's Lou Gehrig's disease because I looked it up which I already knew it was Lou Gehrig's disease, but it's not typical in toddlers. So she was like, no, ALS is advanced life support, and that's what we have to do. If she has an IV in her arm, it's considered advanced life support. Oh. I was like, oh, sorry about that. That's why I shouldn't be nosy, but you know, whatever. So we get to the ER. Hagen meets us. Doctors come in and out, and they're like, we're going to do an ultrasound, more blood work, blah, blah, inflammation markers are up. They do an ultrasound, and they say it's not her knees, which is what we thought because she kept saying legs. They said when toddlers complain of their legs are hurting, it's typically their hips. They can't decipher that. Anyways, so they do an ultrasound, and they're like, she does have fluid on her hips, whatever. Well, anyways, we were there for 4 days, and it was like, is it, like, at first I'm not taking this serious, but then it's like, they're not letting us go home, and you know they don't really keep you in the hospital anymore, and it was pretty serious. So we got our inflammation markers down, but we come home and she's running around the night we come home, you know, whatever, gets in the pool, swims, whatever. That night she starts screaming again in pain, and I'm like, oh dear God. So I go and pack us a bag to go back to Vanderbilt, and she falls asleep, so I'm not gonna let her sleep. So we haven't been back other than we went to the pediatrician, and they did a thing. I don't even know where this story was going. oh, I know where it's going. Grand Ole Opry. So this was Saturday night.
Yes, because you were downtown already.
Yes. So Monday, Aniston comes to get me. I take a shower at the hospital. I get ready at the hospital, and we leave, go to Opry Mills, which is beside the Grand Ole Opry. We're going to eat, and Aniston's like, oh, the door's open at 6, but it's fine. The show don't start till 7. So I was like trying to Google it because I was like, she's being nonchalant. We were going to be like pretty late, and so I'm Googling like, you know, what time, and I can't find anything like the lineup.
Oh, I
and
know
I'm like,
where you're going.
I'm looking at the lineup, and I'm like, I can't find the lineup, and I'm like, Aniston, are you sure tonight's the? She's like, yeah, Monday the 17th, and I'm like, oh, okay, and I'm like, I still cannot find it nowhere. I can see Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm like, and I go to Wednesday, and it says Ashley McBride, and I'm like, are you sure it's not Wednesday? And she's like, no, it's Monday. It's the 17th. And I was like, well, do you have an email or something? And she pulls it up, Wednesday the 19th. So luckily we were already in Nashville,
right.
Which whatever. Thankfully I didn't have to leave work early or nothing. So we ended up going 2 nights or 2 nights to Nashville. But that's where I was going with the story was poor Aniston. She was like, oh my God, I feel so dumb. I said, well, get used to this because you're my daughter and this is going to be your life.
Yeah, welcome.
Forever. And this is it. So just don't even worry about it anymore. I was like, at least I got out of the hospital for a couple hours and got to eat like a really good meal and, you know, move around.
And you never go downtown.
No, never.
Never.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was fun. But when Riders in the Sky come out and started yodeling, she was like, might not have got the right tickets. Mom was like, no, it's fine. It was good. It was good. And Kila had a grandbaby.
Oh, yeah, I did. She's amazing. She just turned 2 months.
I know.
She's had shots.
That's precious.
She's precious.
She's precious.
She is. She's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And now she's smiling, so it's just super cute.
She's got personality.
Yeah, and she likes me a lot better, and she likes her pop, so.
And that's all that matters, honestly. Yeah. So,
and I don't ever want to let her sleep when I'm there.
Well, duh, yeah.
I change her outfits like 100 times.
Let's take a picture in this.
I do.
Yeah.
Like we do photo
She's a baby
shoots.
doll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Her mom probably wants to kill you, but.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't care.
That's right. And good for you.
She's mine.
And just to wrap this up, I come in today to the studio and Trent was telling me some stuff, and I was like, look, all I have is a hug, some fruit snacks, and a Truly, and
he took them all.
And yeah, and that's okay because that's what I'm offering these days is fruit snacks, Trulies, and hugs.
Yeah.
That's love. Thank you. It was appreciated.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We love our Trent.
Oh, but in the adoption classes, we're about to wrap this up. in the adoption classes, I found out that the children are Velcro children. That's their attachment style. And then the other attachment style is cactus. And I found out that I'm a cactus. And now I understand why we kind of been going like oil and water, because I don't like to be touched. And they want to consume you. So that was very eye-opening. And also, if you're into like trauma stuff, you can look up ACEs, ACES, on like children. It's very informative. Anyways, that's all I got to say. And I'm going to be like the dogs. Adopt, don't shop. Don't buy your kids over the internet. Just kidding.
There's plenty out there.
If you'll hang out with me long enough, we'll have a family member that's getting rid of a few. So come on.
Oh, shit.
That's the truth. Lord. Anyways, yes, that's our life. And enjoy this season because we're having people on here to tell us their stories too. So it's not just our crazy.
Yeah. And we're all going through it.
Yes. Life's kicking
Everybody's
our ass.
going through it. And I mean, it's like 2020 all over again.
Right.
Yeah.
We love y'all.
But better. We can at least not wear a mask.
Right.
We can breathe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Oh, we should toast to that.
yeah.
Toast.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Yes.
Cheers to season 3.
We love y'all. We're glad to
real
be
life.
back. Stay tuned.
Yeah. And a lot of crazy.
Share with everybody.
Thank you for staying around for all of our crazy.
Be sure to like, follow, and share with everyone you know.
Even them whores you don't like.
And leave us a 5-star review.
We'll see you next time.
Bye, bitches.